mark is Red Miley. From Midway, the 6 of Jim Lepro. From Imperial, the 2J of Mike Johnson. The 23 is Mark Moats from Hookstown. The 09 of Lou Bradish out of Chester, West Virginia. And from Martins Ferry, Ohio, the 6T, J.E. Stalter. Green is out. Flinner leads the field into turns 1 and 2. And is still your leader down the back straightaway. Baker quickly to second. D'Antonio is third. Lepro is fourth. Your leader is still Flinner. Second is Lepro. Baker is third. Bradish, who started way in the back, is up to fourth. D'Antonio is fifth. Red Miley is sixth. Lepro in the 6 just got a little bit of the wall in turn 4. He slides back a spot. Butch D'Antonio in the 12 out of shape. Just misses the 23 of Mark Moats. Flinner by a straightaway over Baker. Bradish is third. Lepro fourth. Red Miley fifth. Keith Rodriguez sixth. Mike Johnson runs seventh. Bradish down on the inside, and Flinner's got a little high off of 4, got up in the wet stuff. He almost bought the wall. Bradish, meantime, slides in underneath Baker. Baker slides back underneath Bradish for second down the backstretch. Flinner still your leader. Baker trying to protect the inside now as Bradish poking his nose in on the inside. Baker second, Bradish third. Lepro fourth. Red Miley is up to fifth. Rodriguez is sixth. Mike Johnson seventh. Archiuregi eighth. Moats ninth, and D'Antonio and Stalter. Here come your lead 3, completing lap 5, halfway, 10 laps to go. The John's Towing, Rivers Salvage 48 of John Flinner, the Farm Used Auto Parts Richard Construction 0 of Baker, with the H&F Trucking Bill Kell Racing Engines 09 of Bradish third and close to the walls. He slips off of 4. Lepro is fourth in the Butts Place Zappy Oil 1. The Calusi Chevy H1 of Red Miley fifth. Mike Johnson in the 2J, motors around the outside of Keith Rodriguez for sixth. Your leaders closing in on the back of the field. John Flinner's got Steve Baker parked right on his tail as they race off at turn 2 down the backstretch. Butch D'Antonio and J.E. Stalter racing here at the back of the pack side by side with your leaders closing in. 3 laps to go, or actually 2 laps to go. 2 to go. And now Baker right there on the heels of Flinner down the backstretch. John's got decisions to make. He goes to the inside of D'Antonio. Clears Butch. 1 lap remaining. Baker around D'Antonio as well. Now they both get around the 6T of J.E. Stalter. And here they come to the checkered flag. Started on the pole. He's going to lead it all 10 laps. And the John's Towing Rivers Salvage 48, John Flinner takes the win. Steve Baker second. Lou Bradish third. Jim Lepro fourth, and Red Miley fifth. Mike Johnson, Keith Rodriguez, Mark Moats, and Jim Archiuregi will finish on the lead lap. Had a top 5 finish last Saturday in the Franklin Racing Supply 4. The Hookstown Hornet, DJ Miller alongside, had a couple of good runs earlier in the year. Pacing the field slowly off the 4th turn. The green waves, and off we go. Faree is your leader. Miller's second. Cecere is third. Peltz is fourth. Down the back chute into 3 and 4. Dave Wade in the 76 trying to move to fourth inside the 77 of Scott Peltz. And here comes the 14G of Scott Gunn. Geisler to the outside around the 29 of Heim and the 77 of Peltz. It's Ed Ferree, your leader. DJ Miller second. Mike Cecere third. Dave Wade, Scott Gunn, and Lynn Geisler running sixth. Peltz, Danny Rich edging ahead of Rick Heim. Ed Ferree among the all-time leading late model winners here at Pittsburgh. I think a bit of a hiatus. Coming back racing here in the mid part of 2005 and looking strong here tonight as he opens up a comfortable advantage. DJ Miller in the J&D Towing Pep Boys 81 second, the Calusi Chevy 99 is Cecere third, then it's the Yingling 76 of Wade, and the West Mifflin Collision 14G of Gunn down on the inside trying to put the pressure on Wade for fourth. Halfway, 5 laps to go. Ferree has opened it up by a straightaway. Miller second, Cecere third, Wade fourth, Gunn is fifth. Geisler still sixth. Coming around to complete lap number 8, Ed Ferree. Man, he is spanking him. Geisler tried to close on Gunn for fifth. Miller still second. Cecere running third. Wade, Gunn, and Geisler. Peltz, Heim, Danny Rich, and Michael Davis trails the field. One more lap to go. The Franklin Racing Supply 4 out of Saxonburg. Taking our second Napa Late Model Heat Race, Ed Ferree. Second to the 81 of DJ Miller. Mike Cecere third, Dave Wade fourth, Scott Gunn fifth, Lynn Geisler sixth. Scott Peltz, Rick Heim, Danny Rich, and Michael Davis will follow. Coming off of 4, green is out. Jesse Burrows over Jim Steffens, Kirk Young, Ray Brown, Nick Duratz, and Larry Marks. 3 laps are down. Jesse the points leader in the 9W. almost off the wall. Ray Brown high in turn 4 in the 43. Still running in the 4th spot. Less than 3 laps to go. Burrows with a big lead. Jimmy Steffens second in the point standings to Jesse, running in the 2nd spot. Kirk Young is 3rd in this one. Ray Brown 4th, then Nick Duratz and Larry Marks. 1 more lap to go. Checkered flag for Jesse Burrows. Steffens 2nd, Kirk Young 3rd, Ray Brown 4th. Nick Duratz and Larry Marks will round out the field of finishers in the Advanced Auto Parts Limited Late Models. 8 laps, Advanced Auto Parts Limited Late Models. Tommy Schernhofer had a lot of work that crew did on that car after a wreck here last week. He and Brandon Burgoon, through 1 and 2, it'll be Burgoon with the lead down the backstretch. Schernhofer 2nd, Castlevetter 3rd, then John Kane, John Hobbs, and Joel Johns his 2nd week in the limited late. He'll be double dutying it again tonight. Johns in the Mach 5, passing the 28 of John Hobbs the 2nd. Joel Johns in the Mach 5 moves to 4th. Brandon Burgoon, your leader. Tommy Schernhofer 2nd. Castlevetter 3rd. Then Johns and Kane, Hobbs, Hoffman, and Takish. Cross flag signaling the halfway mark. Up into the 57, close to the wall off the 4th turn. Ryan gathers it back up. Here comes your leader, Brandon Burgoon, completing lap 7. Just 1 more lap to go. Tommy Schernhofer 2nd. Bobby Castlevetter 3rd. Joel Johns 4th. John Kane still running 5th in the Elizabeth Auto Sale. Oh, somebody into the pits in a hurry. 65 of Bruce Takish. I mean, he's scooting into the pits as Brandon Burgoon takes the checkered flag. Tommy Schernhofer in the 8, 2nd. Bobby Castlevetter in the 27C 3rd. Joel Johns in the Mach 5 4th. And then John Kane in the 06 completing the top 5. 66X Aaron Jones from Avella and the 22 of Don Bowerly Jr. from Blawnox. 8 laps for the Pure Stocks. Green is out. Racing Ron Patchen with the lead. Jake Simmons challenging for the lead down the back chute. Side by side into turn 3. Wheel to wheel, they come into 4. It's Patchen with a slight advantage, but Simmons trying to gain on the outside as they run down the front stretch into turn number 1. Who's going to be your leader in turn 2? It's Simmons by a nose. Simmons by a car length exiting the second turn. The more concrete Simmons window cleaning 68X. Bobby Schwartzmiller brings the 28 car to third. The 10 of Nick Kachuba is a close fourth. And there's the 27W Steve Webb in fifth. And Ralph Highsong and Aaron Jones. The front 7 cars running together. 2 laps are down. Patchen trying to take the lead back. Looks to the inside is Simmons, but it's still Jake the Snake in front. Patchen second, Schwartzmiller third. Kachuba to the outside of Schwartzmiller. Schwartzmiller to the inside of Patchen. Simmons a little high into the first turn, and they're going to go by him. Patchen, Schwartzmiller, Kachuba, and Steve Webb now also trying to get by Jake, who ends up in the 5th spot. Halfway this time, 4 laps to go. Ron Patchen, last Saturday's feature winner of the Tri-State Auto Auction Sunrise Motors 51, trying to ward off the Bear Corporation Denny's Restaurant 28 of Bob Schwartzmiller. Then it's the Javrone Chiropractic Colonial Beer 10 of Nick Kachuba. The L&M Deli Mart, Mengen's Auto Machine, 27W of Webb, and now back in 5th, the Simmons Window Cleaning More Concrete 68 of Jake Simmons. The J&D Towing, 27 of Ralph Highsong. And the Larry's Auto Simmons Window Cleaning 66X of Aaron Jones. Nick Kachuba to the outside of Bobby Schwartzmiller down the back straightaway. Runs out of room, has to back out of it. Two laps to go, 2 to go. Into the pits, the 22 of Don Bowerly Jr. Bowerly pitting as the field comes to the white flag. 1 lap to go. Schwartzmiller able to close in the middle of the turns. But Patchen seems to have the upper hand down the straightaways. Ralphie Highsong now up into 5th. Simmons looks like he's got a bit of a problem getting into the turns in that 68X as we saw when he went from 1st to 5th, a couple of laps back. The old veteran, Ron Patchen. Smooth and steady off the 4th turn, and he'll take the checkered flag in heat race 1 in the Eisminger's Pennzoil Pure Stocks. Schwartzmiller 2nd, Kachuba 3rd, Steve Webb 4th, Ralph Highsong Jr. 5th. Then the X cars, Aaron Jones and Jake Simmons. Maybe an amateur stock at one point. That's the former John Kane 06, Ken Puglisi out of Finleyville. The drivers, the green waves, and look out, Sheriff. He made a quick U-turn and headed back to the infield in a hurry. Got bottled up there on the start, a couple of cars. Daryl Robinson ends up way back there in about 6th. It's Broniszewski in front. Bill Robertson challenging for the lead off of 4. A.J. Poljak is 3rd. Mike Crush 4th. Dr. John Hobbs and Daryl Robinson are next. Craig Kamiker leading the point standings in the Pure Stocks. He'll be in the next heat race. Daryl Robinson 2nd in the point standings. Got a lot of ground to make up in this one, the 1R. Robertson again to the inside of Broniszewski. It's still the Taylor Auto Body Tomize Towing 08 of Broniszewski. Ahead of the NJ and Associates Imperial Tire and Automotive 1B of Robertson and the Valvoline 36 of Poljak 3rd. The North Hills Disposal Bibers Garage 5 of Crush is 4th. Darrell Robinson now in the 1R. The Morrow Auto Mall 1R trying to pass Dr. John Hobbs for 5th down the backstretch. As Bill Robertson tries to pass Jeff Bronaszewski up for the lead. At the halfway mark, 4 laps down and 4 to go. Bronaszewski by a half a car length. Now a full car length down the backstretch. Right here's where Bill Robertson's been making up the ground, getting into turn 4. He pulls alongside of Jeff, maybe nosing ahead. Let's see. That was very close. That was the checkered flag. That would have been an interesting decision. 3 laps to go. Bronaszewski now back ahead of Robertson by a couple of car lengths. Ken Puglisi has spun out on the inside of the 4th turn in the 06 car. So that last lap will play a role because we had a caution before the next lap was completed, and Bill Robertson will be scored as your leader, so he'll have to start inside. Bronaszewski and Bill Robertson. See what happens on the restart. Green is waving, and off we go again. Robertson will have the lead as they head into turn number 1. A.J. Poljak 3rd. Darrell Robinson is 4th. After that rough start at the beginning of the race, Mike Crush in the 5 is 5th. Two more laps to go. 2 to go. The Chevy Caprice of Bill Robertson, the Imperial Tire and Automotive, MAD Custom Bent Exhaust, NJ and Associates, Chevy, steel in front, former amateur stock champion. 1 lap remaining. The Tomai's Towing Taylor Auto Body 08 of Jeff Bronaszewski, 2nd. The Valvoline 36 of A.J. Poljak, 3rd. The Morrow Auto Mall 1R of Darrell Robinson, 4th. Second caution for Ken Puglisi. He'll be done for the event. And now we got him wrecking over in turn 4. And this guy's still coming in the 77. I think the pure stock guys need to start paying a little bit more attention to that caution. Green is out. This is 1 lap. Bill Robertson continues to lead. Jeff Bronaszewski 2nd. Darrell Robinson now to 3rd. A.J. Poljak in the 36 is 4th. Off of turn 4 they come. Bill Robertson wins. Bronaszewski 2nd. Darrell Robinson 3rd. A.J. Poljak 4th. Then Dr. John Hobbs and Mike Croce in the 5. 2 more heats for the amateur stocks to follow. And we also have the E-Mods. E-Mods are next, then the amateur stocks. Craig Kamaker from the pole in front. Joe Hackemer 2nd, or is he? There goes Tim Fulmer squeezing by on the outside. The 00. Tim into 2nd. Hackemer's 3rd, and loosey-goosey in turn 4. Trying to hold on to 3rd. Bob Betts in the 61 trying to move by on the outside. Betts is 3rd. Joe Anthony in the 17 squeezing into 4th. Dropping Joe Hackemer to 5th, and Sean Bryan is right behind Hackemer in 6th. Craig Kamaker shows the way here with 2 laps complete. Joe Anthony to 17, putting a little pressure on the 81 of Bob Betts for third. Anthony to 17. Ducks to the inside of Betts into turn 3. Off of 4, they're side by side, wheel to wheel, and it'll be Anthony edging ahead into turn number 1. That's the car that Larry Marks drove to the championship a season ago. Three laps to go. Two more laps. One more lap for Craig Kamaker, trying to pad his points lead. In the Morley's Auto Advanced Auto Parts Aliquippa, Hogger Excavating 72B. Tim Fulmer in the Comcast Brighton Service 00 is second. Checkered flag is waving for Craig Kamaker. Fulmer second. Anthony third. Bob Betts fourth. Sean Bryan will get 24 from Petersburg, Ohio is Chad Will. 8 laps for the E-Mods, first of 2 heats, and the green is out. Tessine quickly to the lead. Kennedy second, Tom Martinek third, and Mike Bassich a close fourth with Mitch Bassich in the B55 fifth. Bassich goes to the inside in turns 3 and 4. Still the DT Dyno 10 of Wayne Tessine. The Austin's Bleach A1 of Chuck Kennedy second. Tom Martinek, the Comfort Systems Heating and Cooling 65 third. And the Blairmont's Mechanical 71M of Bassich fourth, with the Shadyside Pharmacy B55 of Mitch Bassich fifth. Joel Johns moves the Mach 5 into sixth. Ben Laboon in the 17L trying to get by the 24 of Chad Wills. Mike Bassich in the 71 moves to the outside of Tom Martinek into third. Chuck Kennedy trying to close in on the leader, Wayne Tessine. Halfway, 4 laps down and 4 to go. Kennedy closing in a hurry down the back straightaway. Chuck's gone a little higher. He's found something up on the very, very top. Here he comes into turn 4 to the outside of Tessine. Is there enough room? Oh, no. Wayne moves up. There's contact. 3 laps to go. And now Mike Bassich joins the mix. Bassich to the inside. Kennedy closing again down the back straightaway. Tessine goes up there. He knows that Chuck's running the top now. Chuck will try to dive off the bottom. Bassich third, Martinek a close fourth. Mitch Bassich is fifth. Joel Johns not far behind him in sixth. But your front 4 cars run together into turn number 3. 1 lap remaining, 1 to go. Chuck Kennedy goes to the outside. The Austin's A1 special into the lead down the back chute. And now Mike Bassett to the inside at the scene, who appears to have a problem in the 10. Through 3 and 4 they come. It's going to be Kennedy your winner, Bassett second, Tessine third, Tom Martinek fourth, Mitch Bassett fifth. Kerry Gasser from Vienna, Ohio, the 0. 33, Mike McKee from Carnegie, and the 98 of Joe Pemberton from Aleppo. Kurt Habenel with the lead. Can he hold on? Sean Dumhoff second. Niederreiter third. Charlier moving on the outside. Dumhoff in the middle of the racetrack trying to pass Habenel for the lead. Off of 4 they come. The 2 yellow cars side by side. Tell you what, the E-Mods put on some good racing here tonight. Oh, Habenel gets a little sideways, comes down, collects the 13, but Dumhoff still your leader. Charlier now motoring to third. Niederreiter back to fourth. Matik is fifth. Here comes Kevin Miller in the 4M to the inside. Habenel with a problem in the 50. The Imperial Heights Garage 50 of Kurt Habenel brings out the caution. Fourth, Kevin Miller's really been improving in the 4M. He is fifth. Chris Bassett in the 71C sixth as the green drops. Dumhoff and Charlier. Charlier on the outside will take the lead down the back straightaway, carrying the momentum. The Tri-State Motorsports, Boza Communications, Totally Tropical Tanning number 12 in front. Dumhoff second. Niederreiter and Matika continue to duel. It's Niederreiter third. Matika now has Kevin Miller to the inside as they race for fourth into turn 1. It's going to be tough for the drivers to see coming down that front straightaway, I guarantee it. Halfway this time, 4 laps to go, 4 to go. Daryl Charlier really motoring away on the outside off the turns, down the back straightaway. He'll lead them into 3. And he goes to the very bottom through 3 and 4. Two more laps. One lap to go. From just over the hill in Midway. Off the 4th turn he comes. Daryl Charlier picking up the heat race win. Second heat race for the E-Mods. Sean Dumhoff second. Dennis Niederreiter third. Kevin Miller fourth. And Russ Matika fifth. Chris Bassett, Mike McKee, Kerry Gasser, Joe Pemberton, and Denny Nakutis round out the field of finishers as we move into the amateur stocks. Don't forget, we'll be back here Tuesday night for Topless Tuesday. Skeets Lewandowski in the 58 in front Adam Chital in the 125 second, 22 Robbie Torrance third, Ian Tomine the 21 fourth. And John Graywald's in the 07, the 48 of Cosset, the 2 of Tennant. Close battle there. It was a close battle through 3 and 4. Skeets Lewandowski still in front. Adam Chital, Robbie Torrance chase him down the backstretch along with the 21 of Ian Tomine. Front 4 have checked out, coming to the halfway mark. The Skeets towing 58 of Skeets Lewandowski. Still your leader. Adam Chital in the 125, close to the Calusi Chevy sign on the backstretch, and Robbie Torrance in the 22 will motor by for second. Adam Chital in the 125 now trying to get second back from the 22 of Robbie Torrance. 1 lap to go. Skeets Lewandowski in front. Checkered flag from Finleyville. Skeets Lewandowski. Robbie Torrance second. Adam Chital third. Ian Tomine fourth. And John Graywald. Jim Cossett, Bill Tennant, and Jason Herniak round out the field of finishers. One more heat race. Green is out. Eric Goldberg takes off with the lead. In the South Hills Car Store, Cotman transmission 714. Wesley Wheeler in the 02. Wesley has really improved this year. He moves to second. Richie Cooper in the 75 has Craig Catellus, and wait on the inside 38. John Chips, he just blasted his way through 3 and 4. John was on the gas pedal hard and he wasn't getting off. Goldberg, Wheeler, Catellus, Chips, Todd Evans in the 5 stars 5th, and Josh Langer in the 96, and Richie Cooper in the 75. Halfway. Wesley Wheeler and Craig Catellus trying to track down race leader Eric Goldberg. John Chips is still 4th. Todd Evans trying to hold off Josh Langer for 5th. Catellus to the outside, moving by Wesley Wheeler for 2nd. The Deck King of America number 1. The 02 of Wesley Wheeler 3rd. With 1 lap remaining. Catellus now is right there trying to pass Eric Goldberg for the lead here on the final lap. Craig, though, gets out of shape on the backstretch and has to slow her down, gather it back up. Goldberg, though, he's got a bad push. Pushing to the top. He's still got enough momentum to bring her home with the win. An exciting Eric Goldberg takes the heat race win. Craig Catellus second. Wesley Wheeler Bill Kessler 09 of Lou Bradish. Row 2, row 3, DJ Miller in the 81, Steve Baker in the 0. I don't think this will be a green. Caution is out, caution is out. Side by side they come into turn number 4, looking better this time. The green is out and off we go. Dave Wade with the lead. Second is Lepro. Bradish, though, pulls to the inside of Lepro for second into 3. Bradish will make the pass. Now Baker to the inside of Lepro. Wade in front. Bradish is second. 3 wide for third. Cecere, Baker, and Lepro as they head into 1. Baker to the outside of Cecere will have third exiting turn 2. Jared Miley with a good start in the H1 as he moves up into 6th. Dave Wade in front, Lou Bradish second, Steve Baker third, Cecere 4th, Lepro 5th, Miley 6th, Miller 7th, Furry 8th, Gunn 9th, Flinner 10th, then Geisler and Scotty Peltz. J.E. Stalter in the 6th. He had a problem in turns 1 and 2. He continues on down the backstretch near the back of the field. Ed Furry to the low side of DJ Miller. The race for 7th off of Ford. Still Miller with Furry, Gunn, Flinner, Geisler, Peltz, and Johnson in the middle of the field. Down the backstretch into 3 goes Dave Wade. Lou Bradish trying to close the gap here in the middle of 3 and 4. Baker not far behind in third. 20 laps remaining, 20 to go. Wade closing in on the back of the field. Flinner slides up in front of Scott Gunn in turn 4. Gunn trying to pass Flinner back down the front straightaway. They hit at turn number 1 side by side. Your leaders lapping the 12 of Butch D'Antonio. Baker now to the inside of Bradish. It's still Bradish second, Baker third as they head into 3. Wade in front. Here they come into 4. Baker again starting to put a little heat on Bradish. Part of the Killer Bees, Bradish and Baker. Geisler to the inside passing Flinner in turn 4 for about 10th. More traffic ahead for race leader Dave Wade. J.E. Salter down on the inside of the racetrack. Wade will be able to move by 1. Jim Arcuregi pitting in car 1. Down the back, shooting to turn 3. It's still Dave Wade, Lou Bradish, and Steve Baker. Laps to go, 15 to go. Lepro is still running in the 5th spot with Jared Miley 6th. DJ Miller 7th. Rick Heim to the stop atop the racetrack. Rick Heim in car 29 dropped out of the event. Here we go. Green is out. Out Mike Cecere slows off at 2. He got a whole bunch of cars trying to get by him on the back straightaway. Baker able to get by Bradish for second. Caution is out for the 99 of Mike Cecere. Green is out. Baker with a good restart on the inside, just as he did the lap before. Wade tries to battle back on the outside, but it's going to be Baker in front. Wade second, Bradish third. Miller is fourth, Lepro fifth, Flinner on the inside, moving now to the fifth spot into turn number 4. Farm Use Auto Parts, Richard Construction 0. Steve Baker has all of a sudden taken off. Wade second. Scotty Gunn in the 14G to the inside of Jim Lepro at the halfway mark. Moving up into about 7th. Lepro hits the wall in 1 and 2. He'll drop back several spots. He continues on. Bradish closing on Wade for second. Flinner putting the pressure on Miller for 4th. Steve Baker just won here on July the 2nd. Trying to get his second of the season. It appears to be the class of the field right now with 10 laps to go. Butch D'Antonio back into the pits in car 12. Scotty Peltz moving forward in the 77. He and Scott Gunn have got a race going down for 8th, bound in the back straightaway. Continues to challenge Wade for second. Flinner continues to put the heat on Miller for 4th. Flinner slides into 3. He'll move up in front of Miller into turn number 4. The Johns towing 48 to 4th. Ed Ferree picks up a spot in car 4. He gets by the H1 of Jared Miley. Seven laps to go, 7 to go. Steve Baker. Trying to pick up his 23rd career feature win, which would tie him with Lou Bradish and Ty Long for 6th all-time. Has got a half a straightaway lead, if not more. 6 laps to go. Spinning in turn 4 in front of your leaders, the 69 of Hotchkiss. Baker gets by. John Hotchkiss in car 69 spins around in the 4th turn to slow the field down again. It'll be a single foul restart. And there are no lap cars out there, I believe. 6, Miley 7th, Gunn 8, Peltz 9th, Geisler is 10th. We've got 6 to go. Flinner to the inside, trying to slide up in front of Dave Wade for second, and does. Flinner, meantime, gets by Wade for third. DJ Miller down on the inside, trying to take 4th away from Dave Wade, and Ed Ferree's right there as well in the 4. Here comes Geisler off the inside of 4 by Peltz. Not much competition for the guy out in front, but they're certainly racing hard behind him as they head down the backstretch. Ed Ferree and DJ Miller will to will. Dave Wade right in their path as they race off of 4. Geisler off the bottom of 4, able to get by Scott Gunn. Gunn tries to get back by Lynn into turns 1 and 2. Ferree, meantime, now challenging Wade for 4th. The West Virginia Rim Riders standing tall in the saddle. 3 laps to go. Baker in front by half a straightaway. Bradish second. Flinner third. Dave Wade is fourth. Ed Ferree fifth. Scott Gunn and Lynn Geisler got a heck of a race going on. They're scrapping paint off of 4. 2 laps to go. Geisler bounces off the wall in turn 2, keeps going. He lost a few spots. 1 lap to go for Steve Baker. Lou Bradish second, John Flinner third, Dave Wade fourth, Ed Ferree fifth. Miller is 6th, Miley 7th, Gunn is 8th, Peltz is 9th, and Lepro is 10th. It'll be his 2nd win of the season for Steve Baker. Steve Baker picks up his 2nd win of 2005. 23 for his career, tying him with Lou Bradish and Ty Long for 6th all time. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dow. I just hope Keith's okay down there. I don't know exactly what happened, but I know that's his first time in the car. He just got it off of Jimmy's there, and so I hope he's okay, and I hope the car is going to be okay too, because I think it's going to be a good move for him to get into that car, and he'll make a lot of progress and make a good driver here to get an opportunity. I just hope that he's okay.
It looks like he's climbing in the back of the ambulance. I'm sure they'll check him out. Anytime you hit the wall and roll over, that's always a good thing to do. But let's talk about this car. Found something on the inside of the floor here on those restarts.
Yeah, there was a mud ring right around the bottom of the racetrack, and I don't know if nobody else saw it or what, but I got down into that. But my race car was so good through the middle of 1 and 2, is just unbelievable. The other guys would get up on the cushion there a little bit, and they push getting off of the corner, and I could get under them. And like I said, this race car was just unbelievable down in 1 and 2. I struggled a little bit up in 3 and 4, but we could make up for it down in the other end.
The cautions helped you, obviously. Do you feel, it looked like you and Lou were both catching Dave a little bit before the cautions started to come out. Were you confident at that time?
I was worried. It was going to be tough to pass those guys under green flag conditions, but, we got the break on the cautions that we needed, got inside them. Like I said, the race car was just super through the middle of 1 and 2, where they would get up on the outside and push. So it'd have been tough to get around them under green, but, you got to take them however we can get them.
Right. People you got to thank.
Well, of course, Bill and Michael Bland, my car owners, Dave Ford, and all the guys that take care of the car here in Burgettstown, and my wife and daughter for putting up with me all this time. I just spent the week. My daughter had a dance competition in Atlantic City, so I spent 3 days over there with her this week. We just drove back this morning, and she did a great job over there. I'm proud as heck of her. And, again, they put up with this with me all the time, so I was just glad to go over there and spend a few days with her.
Well, I'm sure she's proud of you right now, too. Congratulations. How about a nice hand for Steve Baker? This Advanced Auto Parts feature event. Here they come into turn 4, and the green is out. Frankie Snyder takes the lead in the Mach 5. Bobby Castlevetter second, Ray Brown third, Kirk Young is up to 4th, and Brandon Burgoon will be 5th into turn 3. Burgoon now to fourth as Young gets sideways in the 5 wide. Wow, close to being a wreck. Tommy Schernhofer fifth. Jim Steffens in the 84 moves to sixth. Brandon Burgoon out on the inside, moving by Ray Brown for third. The Mach 5, the Rennekamp Lumber, Martin Brower, Murphy Family Dentistry. Car is your leader over the Frog EFM ARL Trucking 27 of Castlevetter. And now Ray Brown to the inside of the 43, trying to move back by Brandon Burgoon for third, and does. In the Nick's Auto Sales 43. Schernhofer is fifth, Steffens sixth, Young is seventh, Jesse Burrows eighth, Nick Durant's ninth, and John Hobbs the second runs 10th. Bobby Castlevetter nipping at the heels of race leader Fast Frankie Schneider. Is he fast enough? 15 laps to go. Castlevetter way down to the inside in turn 4. Still Schneider by a car length. Tommy Schernhofer in the 8 car with a runoff at 2, closing quickly on the 04 Brandon Burgoon for fourth. Castlevetter again challenging, but he'll follow Schneider off the 4th turn. Almost to halfway. 11 laps to go. Halfway. Bobby Castlevetter once again closes in turn 4, but Frankie Schneider's been in the fast lane thus far. Fast Frankie with 15 career pure stock wins. Has not had a win in the limited late models. This is the 2nd season. I believe he's been in the Advanced Auto Parts limited late models. Bobby Castlevetter continues to turn up the pressure. This is as close as he has been, but it's still Schneider by a car length. Brown 3rd, Burgoon 4th, Schernhofer 5th, Steffens 6th, then Kirk Young trying to ward off the challenges of Jesse Burrows. Bobby Castlevetter trying to get the lead. It's still Schneider by half a car length, 7 to go. Burrows around Kirk Young, now trying to get underneath Jim Steffens for 6th. Six laps to go. Burgoon now Pulls alongside of Ray Brown. They'll race for third. They're side by side as Brian Hoffman in the 57 goes to the pits. Hoffman to the pits in the 57. 5 laps from the checkered flag. Frankie Schneider trying to get his first win in the Advanced Auto Parts Limited Late Models. Bobby Castlevetter continues to apply the heat. Ray Brown third, Brandon Burgoon fourth, Tommy Schernhofer fifth. Jim Steffens and Jesse Burrows top 2 in points. Burrows the leader, Steffens second in the points. They're side by side for sixth. Right with them, the 5Y of Kirk Young and the 80 of Nick Duratz. Castlevetter again pulls even in the middle of 1 and 2, but Schneider continues to win the race coming off. Now Burgoon and Brown contact on the back straight as Brandon had gotten to the outside of Ray. That race for third. Heating up. Burgoon makes the pass. 3 laps to go. And look at him close in on the front 2. Brandon Burgoon is coming in a hurry. Frankie Schneider and Bobby Castlevetter 1 and 2 with Burgoon right there in third. Just 2 laps to go. 2 to go. Burgoon goes to the outside. Schneider's in the middle. Castlevetter down low. They're side by side for second. Burgoon to second. Coming to the white flag. Fast Frankie. Now Brandon Burgoon slingshots to the inside in turn 4. Off of 4 they come. 1 lap to go. Dead even. Into turn 1 and 2. Schneider on the outside has the advantage by half a car length. Burgoon trying to pull back even as they race into 3. Look out. Schneider trying to protect the inside, but Burgoon has found his way through, and here he comes off of 4. He will win it. Schneider second, Castlevetter third, Brown fourth, Steffens fifth. Second win. Well, it's nice to win, but anytime you can win like that, fourth with 4 laps to go and win it, that's got to, put a little icing on the cake.
Yeah, I knew Ray kept running the bottom. I knew maybe if I went around the top, I'd have a chance.
You just squeezed through there on the outside on the backstretch. I don't think he knew you were there, but then you really turned it up the last couple of laps.
Yeah, it took me a while to adjust the way the car was handling. Finally got it there.
Well, you went outside to get by Ray and then get by Bobby. You went to the inside on Frankie, and that's exciting. It's got to feel you're a rookie at this, so it's got to be really exciting for you.
Oh yeah, it's really exciting.
People you want to thank?
Just Phil Lucon, Rocket Chassis, Milcute Engines.
All right, how about a nice hand, folks, for Brandon Burgoon, your winner of the Advanced Auto Parts Limited Late Models car is Jeff Price-Sibbage. Jeff Price-Sibbage in the black 33. Glenn Ritchie pitting in car 77R. Darrell Robinson jumps into the early lead. Kamaker in the 72 to second. Joey Anthony in the 17 third. Joe Hackemer slowing down in the 69. Now he's going again. Looks like he may be headed to the pits. Craig Kamaker closing quickly on the race leader, Darrell Robinson. Stewart top 2 in the point standings. Caution is out. We got a car into the wall in the back straightaway. Looks like the 15 of Jim Wagner at the Advanced Auto Parts sign. 69 is pitting Joe Hackemer. Green is out. Darrell Robinson continues to lead. Craig Kamaker second. Tim Fulmer shoots to third in the double zero. Joe Anthony trying to hold off Nick Kachuba for fourth, and they're will-to-will for the lead. Kamaker by half a car length in front as they race into turn number one. Darrell Robinson takes the lead back in turn two. Anthony Steele fourth, Kachuba fifth, Broniszewski right there in the 0-8, as is the 28 of Bob Schwartzmiller. Here's where Kamaker's been picking him up and putting him down off the fourth turn on the inside. Again, he has the lead by a nose at the flag stand. In turn one, Robinson able to use the momentum to slightly move back in front. They're about dead even on the backstretch. Tim Fulmer has a good view of all in the double zero. Fulmer gets in that third turn real hard. He hangs on. Robinson will lead off of four, but Kamaker pulls right back alongside into turn one. 10 to go. The Battle of Beaver County. Darrell Robinson and Craig Kamaker, top two in the points. Kamaker leading, Robinson second in the race. Is Robinson in front, Kamaker second, but boy, not by much. Tim Fulmer really has picked up the pace in the past few weeks in the double zero. Nick Kachuba fourth, Jeff Broniszewski is fifth, Bob Schwartzmiller sixth, Joe Anthony's back to seventh, Steve Webb is eighth, Bill Robertson ninth, and Ron Patchen and Ralph Highsong duel for 10th. Speaking of duels, into turn one, it's still the Morrow Auto Mall 1R of Robinson as Ralph Highsong comes to a stop on the outside in car 27 here on the front stretch. Robinson, your leader. Green is back out. Darrell Robinson continues to lead, but I don't know now into turn one. Kamaker is back alongside. And as they say, the battle is on. In turn two, Robinson pulls back alongside of Kamaker. Into three. Robinson just a nose ahead of Kamaker. Halfway, 7 to go. Bob Schwartzmiller. Nick Kachuba's moved to third in the 10. Schwartzmiller in the 28, now to fourth, dropping Fulmer in the double zero to fifth. Webb in the 27W is up to sixth. Lap after lap, wheel to wheel, side by side. They've been putting on a show for you. Darrell Robinson and Craig Kamaker. Kamaker may lead that lap, I'm not sure. Look to have the advantage by a bumper. Can he hold it though in 1 and 2? He wins the race through 3 and 4. Robinson seems to win the battle through 1 and 2. Back and forth on the gas, on the brake. Here they come into 4. This time Kamaker's got a big advantage, the biggest he's had. He's in front by a car length with 5 to go. He'll move up ahead in front of Darrell Robinson. And now look at him take off down the backstretch. Bob Schwartzmiller, the fourth place car, trying to move by Nick Kachuba for third. Jim Wagner, the 15's got a bunch of sparks flying. Jim Wagner being sent back to the pits, and a bunch of sparks coming out from underneath the car. Schwartzmiller edging ahead of Nick Kachuba for third. Kamaker has opened it up a bit now. Craig won back-to-back features here, June 18th and 21st. He is the points leader. He's got 2 laps to the checkered flag. Here they come off of 4 for the white flag. Kammaker opens up some daylight. Who's going to be second this lap? Bob Schwartzmiller now challenging Darrell Robinson for the runner-up spot. A.J. Poljak, the winner 2 weeks ago, has dropped into the pits. Poljak pitted in car 36. Here they come to the checkered flag. His 3rd win of 2005. In the Eisminger Pennzoil Pure Stocks, Craig Kammaker. Robinson 2nd, Schwartzmiller 3rd, Kachuba 4th, and Fulmer 5th. Kammaker, your winner. The Eisminger's Pennzoil Pure Stocks is 3rd of 2005. That was fun to watch. For a while there, you and Darrell had a real good race going.
Yeah, I don't think I could held it down there any longer.
Was getting it tough to keep it on the bottom?
Oh, yeah, it was getting tough.
But, I mean, you two guys seem to run together a lot. I call it the Battle of Beaver County.
Yeah.
And you're battling for the points title, too, so there's a lot on the line.
Yeah, we're just out here having fun, and it's nice to run with him.
Once you got in front, though, you moved up there in the top side, and it was gone.
Yeah, that's where I needed to be, where he was at. I mean, it was tough holding him down there.
People you want to thank?
Just all my sponsors, my wife, my brother, my dad.
How about a nice hand, folks? Craig Kammaker, your winner, and the Eisminger's Pennzoil Pure Stocks. 7-1-1. We haven't had a 50-50 winner claimed yet. Yellow ticket 487-711. E-modified feature. Green is out. Tom Martinek exits turn 2 with the leading car 65. Wayne Tessine on the outside of Kevin Miller in the battle for 2nd. Dennis Niederreiter is 4th. Niederreiter 3rd, Tessine 4th. Actually, Mike Bassage 4th, Tessine 5th as they race into 1. And spinning is the 48M of David Mercer. Looks like he's got it in reverse. No, as luck would have it, as soon as the caution comes out. Green is out. Martinek is still your leader. Mike Bassage with a burst of speed moves to 2nd at Blairmont Mechanicals 71M. It's the Comfort Systems Heating and Cooling 65 of Martinek challenging for 2nd. And Wayne Tessine in the 10 spins out, gets nailed by the 17M of Russ Matika. The caution is out. Your points leader, Wayne Tessine, heading into the pits. He'll be continuing. He's out of the car as it sits down there in the infield. Green is out. Martinek still your leader. Mike Bassage follows him down the back straightaway 2nd. Kevin Miller is 3rd. Then Dennis Niederreiter in the 68. Sean Dumhoff in the 13 is 5th. Chuck Kennedy in the A1 will be 6th. Dennis Niederreiter in the 68 trying to move to the outside of Kevin Miller for 3rd. Mike Bassage Takes a look to the inside of Tom Martinek for the lead. Chucky Kennedy on the top shelf. Around Sean Dumhoff for 5th. Now trying to get to the outside of Dennis Niederreiter for 3rd. Kennedy's got a rocket and rolling up against the wall. The Austin's A1 Kennedy Twist and Shake Special is to the outside of Kevin Miller and now to 3rd. Martinek is your leader. Mike Bassich is 2nd. Chuck Kennedy 3rd. Kevin Miller a close 4th. Niederreiter 5th. Dumhoff 6th. John 7th. Charlier 8th. Mitch Bassich 9th. Chris Bassich runs 10th. And Ben LeBoon in the 17 with a problem heading to the pits. This is lap 6 in the books, 9 to go. Mike Bassett trying to close back in on Tom Martinek, the leader. Looks to be making some gains. Chuck Kennedy is closing in on the front 2. Sean Dumhoff in the 13 to the outside of Dennis Niederreiter, moving to 5th. Mr. Martinek and Bassich may not be aware that the A1 car is running such a high line. Mike Bassich now goes to the outside in the 71M. We're halfway. Chuck Kennedy with the momentum, trying to make up some ground. Martinek, your leader, by just a car length over Bassich. Kevin Miller by himself in 4th. Sean Dumhoff 5th. Niederreiter 6th. Joel John 7th. Bassich going for the lead on the outside of turn 2 as they sweep by the 48 of Denny Nakutis. Mike Bassich, contact between the front 2, and Kennedy goes for it on the outside. Bassich is into the wall, and the caution is out. And Dumhoff in a 13 hits him hard. Hard hit, Mike Bassich in the 71, and then the 13 of Sean Dumhoff. Mike Bassich is out of the car. Tom Martinek is going to be sent to the back of the field in car 65. Your leader will be the A1 of Chuck Kennedy. Our defending track champion showed off extensive damage, and 71 of Bassich into the wall with the front end, and then green out. Chuck Kennedy with 2 career EMOD wins. He is certainly running the high side of Dirt's Monster half mile. You can't get much further around the racetrack than he's running right now. Chuck won twice here 2 years ago, has not won since, but look at him go. He's found a groove to his liking up against the wall. He's flying. 4 laps to go. Miller's 2nd. Charlier's now to 3rd. Niederreiter 4th. Joel Johns 5th. Chris Bassich having a good run in the 71C. He is 6th. Kurt Habadell started way in the backs up to 7th. Mitch Bassich is 8th. Kerry Gasser 9th. And Russ Matika runs 10th. Daryl Charlier and Dennis Niederreiter continue to battle for third. Chuck's last wins coming in August of 2003, almost 2 years ago. And he's opening up to a straightaway in just a very short time. Coming around to complete lap number 14, 1 to go. The Austin's A1 bleach, Fleming tire, Kennedy's twist and shake. A1 down the back straightaway the final time. Kevin Miller, this may be a career best for him. The young man in the 4M will come home second as Kennedy gets the win. Miller second, Charlier third, Niederreiter fourth, and Joel Johns fifth. Mile around here. How about a nice hand, folks, for Chuck Kennedy? Is that right? 100 career wins? Does that mean you either win a lot or you've been racing for a long time?
Well,
a combination of the two.
Combination of the two. This is my 27th year, and I've had like 96, 97 for a lot of years. And I thought last year when I won at Lernerville in the late model to get 99, I thought, man, I hope I get 100 one day so I can start to turn over my ride to my son. And well, I got 100. It's awesome.
Great run, too. They call this the monster half mile. Where you were running, it's almost 3/4 of a mile around here.
Well, yeah, on that last restart, I looked and my water temperature was really high, and I thought, oh, man, don't overheat now. And when I went down the back straightaway in low gear real slow, it cooled right down again, and we were able to run the rest of the way.
You certainly found something on the outside. Had that not happened with Tom and Mike, it would have been interesting. But you were really gaining on them, and I don't know that anyone was aware where you were at.
Well, I was. That was a good race with Tom and Mike, and the 71. I don't know which one that is, but he passed. He got by the 65, and he actually squeezed them a little bit, and they touched. And I hated to see that because that would have been a lot of fun, the three of us racing, I think. But to get this 100th win, it's still a good way to get it.
That's great. Hey, you take them any way you get them in this sport. It's not easy anymore, and it never was. But I mean, the competition's tougher and tougher.
Yeah, last Friday night at Lernerville, I ran a pure stock, and I want to tell you, them guys should be commended. Those cars are so even and so close. For anybody to win in that class is awesome.
So as I said, you ran 3 divisions last week, so when you only get to run one, it's like an easy night for you. So they expect you to do well.
Well, it doesn't seem to pump you up as much when you run one, but the advantage to running 2 or 3 cars is you get to run on the track more, then you know what the track's like, and I think it's an advantage there. But sometimes I worry if it's an advantage or a disadvantage because you're trying to drive too many different things. But the experience in all the different ones definitely helps you.
People you want to thank?
All the guys standing out here. This is my crew, and without them, you can't do it. All the sponsors on the car: Austin's A1 Bleach, Fleming Tire, Chuck Kennedy's Auto Sales, Tri-State Hose, Tom Kennedy Racing Engines, Fogelbrunner and Blackstone's attorneys, Twist and Shake, our ice cream store. If you're out in Mars, stop and have an ice cream cone. I think that's Bob Kennedy. Can't forget my uncle who supplies the engine for us, so that's pretty nice to have.
So is this a Ford?
It's not a Ford, and,
All right.
and it breaks.
It probably hurts him to build it.
It breaks his heart.
How about an ass hand, folks? Chuck Kennedy, your winner in the E-Mods. So to Wesley Wheeler, the 125 of Adam Scheitel, 22 Robbie Torrens, and the 714 of Eric Goldberg, and the green is out. John Graywald's in the 07 trying to lead the first lap. Todd Evans in the 5-star pulls alongside. Here they come. And there they go. Graywald's in front. John Chips now to second in the 38. These guys are doing a mighty fine job on street tires. Todd Evans third, and it's Ian Tomai and Robbie Torrens wheel to wheel. Evans in the 5-star gets up high and going backwards. '97 car of Jason Herniak headed to the pits. John Graywald, still your leader. The GPC Construction, G&R Welding. 07 out of New Cumberland. Ian Tomai trying to take second away from the 38 of John Chips. Robbie Torrens in the 22, a part of the fray now as well. And the 58 of Catellus and the 02 of Wesley Wheeler. Tomai in front, Torrens to second. Whoa! Whoa, we got one up and over. John Graywald's in the 07, a violent series of flips on the back straightaway at the Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania Motor Speedway sign. And we got a fire under the hood. The 07 and the 38. John Graywald is out of the car, folks. John Graywald's had a great run going. Sure one for a wild ride. He is out of the car. We also have Davey Lee's 96 stopped on the back straightaway with Josh Langer driving it tonight. It's battle for fourth. Halfway. Robbie Torrens still in front, Ian Tomai. Right on his tail, Wesley Wheeler third. Craig Catellus fourth, Gary Catellus fifth. Four laps to go. Here comes Wesley Wheeler trying to take second from Ian Tomai. Bryan Equipment, Tomai's towing. Allied Building Products 22 of Robbie Torrens still in front. He's been the leading winner this year with 4. Ian Tomai, though, trying to get by him on the outside into turn number 3. Three more laps. Good friends, teammates, but they certainly are going to race each other hard. The 22 of Torrens, the 21 of Tomai. Then you put Wesley Wheeler and Craig Catellus, Gary Catellus, Eric Goldberg, Adam Scheidel all into the mix. Ian Tomai has to back up just a bit there, and here comes Wesley Wheeler back to his inside. 58 of Gary Cattell is trying to ward off the 714 of Eric Goldberg. One lap to go, one to go. Wesley Wheeler takes her in on the bottom side. It's Robbie Torrens in the middle, your leader. Tomai second as they head down the backstretch. This is it, coming for the checkered flag. Robbie Torrens is going to lead them off of 4 and get the win. How about a nice hand? Congratulations. You certainly had to work for that one.
Yeah, I did. I felt kind of bad coming up out of there. I pinched him up in the corner, and I felt him hit off the wall, and he come back down on me, and he was digging in me a couple times, and I knew it was him, and Mr. Langer was letting me know he was on top of me the whole time.
Yeah, it was a good race. Ian certainly wasn't going to give me any slack. They were all, I mean, even John Graywalds and John Chips before the wreck, it looked like there was one of 8 or 9 cars that could win it.
Yeah, whenever I came through, there was the 07, the 38, and Ian, and I think the 125 when we were all going through, and I got 2 of them in one shot coming out of 2, and I knew that once I got ahead, if I could run Ian down, but I didn't think I was going to get him on the start.
Well, you never know how it's going to happen. Now you owe him one.
Well, no, actually, he owes me one for that.
People you want to thank?
All my sponsors, C.H. Miller Contracting, Bryan Equipment, Allied Building Products, Tomai's Towing, Castle Butter Construction, Exact Windows. I got somebody else on the other side. Taylor Auto Body, Jeff Broniszewski, Taylor Auto Body, Oakdale Inn, and pretty much Fuzzy and Ricky, and George and Ian and Jeff.
All right, how about a nice hand, folks? Your winner, Robbie Torrens in the amateur stocks. Folks, we thank you for coming out. We hope you enjoyed the show. Please take your time going home. Have a safe trip, and look forward to seeing you back here Tuesday for Topless Tuesday and again next Saturday.